Hi, welcome to the Forest of Arden. My name is Chris Ryan and this is the week of the Open. We're at Royal Birkdale chasing after that claret jug. One of my most favourite weeks of the year. I love watching the guys compete on the links golf courses, dealing with those tricky conditions, hitting shots that we don't often see throughout the normal tour season. So I had to do a video on some of the shots that they were going to try and hit this week. We are definitely going to see some changes in the way that the guys put their bags together. We're going to definitely see some more long irons, some 2 irons, maybe even some 1 irons. And they're definitely going to be hitting those a lot more off the tee. If the course is hard, fast and running, which I believe it's going to be, we will definitely be seeing a lot different strategies and certainly some irons off tees. Now, normally if you're watching European Tour, PGA Tour throughout the year, you normally just see drivers off most of the par fours. This week will be different. So we're going to go through a little bit of what they might want to do off the tee, how that's going to benefit you and exactly how you can execute that shot. So I've got myself a 3 iron here. And we're going to imagine that we're on a links course here. We've got a pretty tight fairway. There's a lot of bunkers out there, and I really just want to get this ball in play. Now, the conditions at Birkdale will mean that we're going to get plenty of roll on the golf ball. So the guys this week are going to appreciate that if they can hit an iron through the air, some 210, 220, it's probably going to chase another 20, 30 yards and put them in a great position. So we will see a lot of irons off the tees. Now, what you will tend to see is them trying to lower their ball flight a little bit this week. And we're going to go through how you can play a slightly lower flighted long iron from the tee. Just a little disclaimer, you probably do need a fair bit of club head speed to execute this shot. You know, if you've got quite a low club head speed, trying to launch it lower is really just going to mean you lose a lot of distance. So this might be more for the golfers out there who have a little bit more speed. But we're going to make a few setup changes and we're going to give you a few ideas on what you can do in your golf swing. So the first thing we want to do is change our setup slightly. For this 3 iron, I would normally play this golf ball, you know, probably 2 to 3 inches inside that lead heel. That's going to give me my normal ball flight. For this lower flighted shot, I want to move the golf ball almost back towards the middle. As I do that, I want to feel like I almost set a little bit more weight into my lead side at address. So I'm going to maybe feel 60%, 40%, and I'm going to cape the handle forwards. So I feel like I'm leaning a little bit more left, the ball is a little bit more central. So straight away I've set myself up with a little bit less loft on that golf club. I've not got the standard loft that's built onto this club. Now in my golf swing, I really want to feel a slightly shorter backswing. And I really want to feel like as I come through the golf ball, I'm staying on top of it. And I feel like I'm really focusing on trying to hit the ground after the golf ball. I'm really not going to try and lean back and help that ball into the air because that's going to undo all of the things I've tried to create at setup. At setup, I've created an idea that I'm going to hit the ball lower, but it doesn't mean that I can't reverse all that in my golf swing and add loads of loft through impact. So I'm going to feel like I make a much shorter backswing, I stay on top of the golf ball, and I really feel like I'm going to strike the ground after the golf ball. After that, I really want to feel like I'm as wide as I can be with the golf club on the way through. I'm going to try and feel that club head is far away from me as it can be for as long as it can be. Really good body turn, extend onto that lead side, and I'm going to probably find that that follow through is a little bit shorter than it would normally be, due to the fact that I'm going to make more contact with the ground and I'm trying to feel like the club head stays out away from me. Now, the other thing we might want to look at here is when I move the ball further back in my stance, and I start to feel like I lean forward and get a little bit more on top of it, there's a very good chance that the club path, which is the direction that the club is travelling, will move more to the right. Therefore, what I would like you to do is just have a little practice with this first. Take it to the driving range, take it to your practice area and see what kind of ball flight you get. It may well be that the ball starts to go a little bit more right than what you're used to. If this is the case, don't be alarmed, that's something we tend to see. But what you'll often see this week is those golfers not trying to change that, but just aligning themselves a little bit more left, just to allow that to happen. So as we move that ball position around in your stance, you're certainly going to find that the distribution of where that ball goes will change. So just be aware of that and certainly take this one to the practice area first. Right, let's go ahead and hit one. Now there is a little bit of wind today, so it's probably a good chance where I can actually go ahead and practice. It's a par 5, so I'm going to aim myself a little bit more at the left. You can see I've got that ball pretty much middle of my stance. I'm going to set my weight a little bit forward. I'm going to feel a nice short swing, wide follow through. That's a really low ball flight. Didn't carry as long as it probably would from a full normal setup, but that's definitely going to have a lot more roll, a lot more chase, and that's going to put me in good position if I was playing at Royal Birkdale. Unfortunately, I'm not, but I can't wait to see the event this week. I hope you all get a chance to watch it. Let me know below who you think is going to win. This is going out on Friday, so we will already have had 2 rounds. But yeah, great to see who you think is going to win this week. Thank you very much for watching. Give that shot a go on the range. It may well be useful if you get some windy conditions at your golf course. Thank you for watching. All the usual stuff down below. Comments box, like button, and a subscribe link as well is all down in the box below. It's absolutely free, just means you'll get a notification each time I upload a video. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again soon.